Meteorologist Nick Kelly here on the Sunday evening. The first alert weather days are now in place for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of this week due to the heat and humidity. All the Missouri Ozarks are still under an advisory until 7 o'clock Tuesday evening. Northern Arkansas now until 8 o'clock Wednesday evening, but the bottom line is it will be hot and humid still to start this work week out. It feels like numbers at their highest each day on the average between 101 and 108 degrees when you factor in the humidity. Let's look at the actual air temperatures first in the short term. We'll have morning lows on your Monday starting out in the mid-70s, making for kind of a warm start to our Monday, pushing already near 90 or into the lower 90s by lunchtime tomorrow, and that 95 for a high in Springfield tomorrow I think looks just about right. Most spots in the mid-90s, can't rule out a few upper 90s before the day is through. Then we'll try to cool off going into Tuesday morning, but on the average, lows right around 76 degrees across the Ozarks, and then the highs go right back to about 95, 96 degrees on the average, with some spots hotter than others, and those same numbers will apply for Wednesday. Morning lows around 76, highs in the mid-90s once again. Then you got to factor in the humidity in terms of how this will impact your body if you're not taking the proper heat safety precautions. Monday afternoon, the feels like numbers at their highest between 101 and 107 on the average, maybe a couple spots pushing close to 110. Let's do it again, unfortunately, Tuesday. These numbers between 101 and 108 on the average. And we'll do it one more time for Wednesday, ahead of an approaching cold front and storm chances on Wednesday. I still think we'll have plenty of dry time to allow the heat and humidity to push feels like numbers between 100 and 106, still within heat advisory criteria. But once we get past the hot and humid weather through Wednesday, look at how the heat indices really drop off as we go into Thursday and the upcoming weekend. That will be due to a pattern change to allow for cooler air and returning rain and thunderstorm chances to bring in that relief from the heat. At least in the short term, our rain chances to start the evening out have been very isolated. A couple showers, maybe a couple storms in northern Arkansas, and maybe just a shower storm here or there along U.S. Highway 63 in the Missouri Ozarks. Give them enough time this evening, then they'll start to rain themselves out or fade away by about sunset. That will leave us with fair skies through the overnight hours into Monday morning, and I think in general just a mix of partly to mostly sunny skies, and we will stay dry for your Monday. That's because the upper level high in the southern United States will be building and passing overhead as we go into Monday and Tuesday. This is a setup that will keep our skies mainly quiet for these 2 days, but it will keep us hot and humid as well. Then as we go into Wednesday, the upper level high shifts into the southwestern United States, so impulses around the ridge and an arriving cold front on Wednesday into Thursday will allow for those chances for showers and thunderstorms to return to the Ozarks. And you can see how those rain chances might want to hold for the upcoming weekend, which may not be good for some outdoor plans, but we will take these rain chances, especially the peak of these rain chances in terms of coverage coming by Thursday. But again, once we start these rain chances Wednesday and take them into the upcoming weekend, that will be the key to really cooling temperatures down. From a high of 95 on Wednesday to about 88, upper 80s on Thursday, which is still warm, but that's actually back near normal for this time of the year. And I think we have enough cloud cover for Friday and Saturday behind the cold front, along with those rain chances. We might see highs stuck in the low 80s for a nice treat Friday and Saturday before we go back into the upper 80s next Sunday. And early next week, we may see highs back in the lower 90s once again.